2.5. 1-0.
Hi, fans of high quality live chats. I am with Adam from What the Gym and
That's him.
Glen Kellaway from the basement. That's a good name.
Got Adam with us today.
We have Adam with us.
Very cool.
Well, he had to pay $50, but
well, of course.
You know.
I'll be over after the chat to pick up my 25.
Yeah. So tell the little story about Zap Records that I just want to make sure things are set up here right.
So Larry and I live in Trenton, Ontario, east of Toronto, and there's a town about a half an hour west of us called Cobourg, Ontario, and a good friend of mine, and Larry's met him too and been to the store, Zap Records in Cobourg, Ontario. I'm going to give it a shout out there because he'll ship records and he's a great guy. He just let me know that he had a special visitor in his store yesterday. Neil Young came in. So he was pretty excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he bought 4 Sparks albums while he was there.
I wish.
Turns out Neil's a big Sparks fan.
Yeah. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
And he traded in his Klaatu collection while he was there.
Victor. No, he traded in Neil Young albums.
Yeah.
You're saying I make too many of these.
Imagine if he bought his own records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maximus.
What's up, everyone?
So, tomorrow is going to be John Lennon's birthday. One thing, I have a video for tomorrow.
Oh,
I made 22 of the Beatles' best rockin' songs, and I've made a Spotify playlist. So 22 songs, just to show people they're more than just a little boy band.
Wow.
Cool.
Just rockin' stuff. A fast-paced Beatles record.
Yeah. It's Shane B. We're doing good.
Just think John would have been 83 years old.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That's one thing I say in the video, too, is what I don't like. I know you're not on Facebook, but you'll see it, on social media. They'll say something like, "Happy 83rd birthday, John." It's like, he's not 83.
But it's his 83rd birthday.
His 83rd but they're saying happy 83rd birthday. I don't know. I just
it's his 83rd birthday, Larry.
It's not.
It is. If he lived to be 200, it would be his 200th birth date. It would be the date of his birthday.
No, I no, it's the way that they post it.
Oh, you're a cranky old man.
Yeah, well. Hello, everyone.
Happy 83rd, John.
Happy 83rd birthday, John Lennon. And Sean Lennon, too. His birthday. It's Bob. Hello, guys.
Bob
needs his own channel soon. Definitely.
Yeah. I have to make a video sometime, and I'm going to try and guess what some of my subscribers I've never seen, what they look like. I'm going to guess and show a picture of what I think they look like. It's Molly Rose. I've heard of her.
Bob looks like a guy who's really broke, who can't afford his own phone.
Hello, Molly.
Molly, happy Thanksgiving. Adam, it's Thanksgiving weekend here. What's it in Britain?
Well, I didn't even realize it was Thanksgiving.
Do they have Thanksgiving in Britain too?
No, I don't think we do.
You don't celebrate it? So it's just Canada and the US?
I didn't even realize it was.
Yeah. So ours is this weekend. The US is always the end of November.
And you have to eat turkey. It's one of the rules.
Yes.
You can't order a pizza.
No.
Well, but what about a pizza with turkey on?
Well, yeah, of course.
Ooh.
I wouldn't have that though.
It's like when people put chicken on turkey, or chicken on pizza. That grosses me out.
That's fine.
Oh, it's gross.
I suppose you don't like Hawaiian pizza either.
I love Hawaiian pizza. Yeah. But no chicken.
Larry, do you listen to Paul Weller? Yes, I've got all of his solo albums. And have you tried? I haven't listened to the Jam. I've heard of the Jam, but I haven't bought any of their albums yet. This is how I look like done in watercolor. Cool.
Oh, you're a very attractive man.
Hello, it's Madiel 34.
Hello.
Hey, Molly. Hello, guys.
Hello.
And mashed potatoes. Yes, you need.
Yeah, we had mashed potatoes yesterday.
Yeah, pineapple is the best pizza topping.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Some people think it's gross, but I think it's great.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of pineapple on pizza.
Yeah. We don't have Thanksgiving in Britain. No. Instead of having turkey on Thanksgiving, we have fish and chips on a Friday.
I would trade a turkey any day for a good order of fish and chips. That's one of my favorite meals.
Yeah.
But I don't like the mushy peas, Adam.
Oh, I love the mushy peas.
Yeah, it's a big thing in Britain.
And we have curry sauce as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't have ketchup either. You use brown sauce or something.
I don't have brown sauce. I have ketchup.
Oh, good man. Good man.
Yeah.
You guys are making me hungry.
So one thing I want to mention is Glenn and I are doing our CD exchange. Do you have our CDs ready there, Glenn? All right. What did I give you, Glenn?
You gave me The Residents, Duck Stab.
I'm curious what you're going to think.
I haven't listened yet, Larry. I've only listened to one of these so far. I haven't had time. Ram On, which is all the songs from Ram done by different artists, starring Kerry Wilson. I mean, you can't miss. Three Dog Night, kind of a hits thing, I think. Fruit suitable for framing, but it's got a lot of hits on it anyway.
Yep.
Captain Beefheart, The Spotlight Kid, and this is the one I have listened to, Larry. The Undertones.
I love the Undertones.
Positive Touch, pretty good.
Glenn
gave I'm going to say I'll save my comments, but I like it.
Yeah. Mountain Climbing. I've listened to all 5 of these, Glenn, unlike you.
Well, yeah, but you're a bit of a loser, Larry, with nothing to do, and I'm busy. I got friends.
The Chains, On Top of Things. Tears for Fears, The Tipping Point. Derek and the Dominoes, Layla, another love songs.
I bought that on CD as well.
What's that?
I just bought that on CD, actually.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my first time really, I've known about it for years, but my first time listening to the whole album. But anyway, all of them are great. And then, as Glenn knows, I listened to this the first time, and 1/3 of the way through, I ended up ordering it. Can.
Well, you got 2 of them.
Yeah, one's yours.
Oh.
Tego Mago. I don't think you would like this, Adam. It's kind of weird, but
I don't even know if I like it.
I know. Seriously, yeah, you're not sure. Okay, let's go here. I love mushies.
Likes his mushy peas.
I want lasagna in the shape of a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that would be great. Love my lasagna.
Yeah. What do you think of Can?
Oh, well, I'd like to save this conversation for our exchange, but there are certain things I love about it and certain things I hate about it. I don't know if I've ever listened to an album where I have the same, a love-hate relationship with it. It's crazy. I don't like, the drums are a bit overwhelming for me. Like every time they came to put in all these drum solos at some point, and I just go, that's pointless. Like that bugs me. The vocals are just, I like the sound of the guy's voice, but
he's just making things up. And
it's like he's making words up.
And he's not even singing in English.
It goes along with the,
Yeah.
Which is
kind of
weird.
We could all do that.
Yeah.
And but it's brilliant at the same time.
It is.
It's Jekyll and Hyde. That's the best way to
Yeah,
describe it.
it just, I don't know, something about it just hit me, and it's like, I love this, and I've played it 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It's #1 album of Jekyll and Hyde. That's the best way to describe it.
We have Bonfire Night on November the 5th. You can have jacket potato.
That's a baked potato in Britain.
Oh. Just heard Duck Stab for the first time yesterday. Interesting stuff. Yeah. I love it. Problem with Canada and America is they haven't tried Sunday roasts.
Well, in Canada, Sunday roast is like I mean, when you grew up, that was it. Mom and Dad.
Roast beef on a Sunday.
Yeah, we roast beef on Sunday, man.
Because it was like a British thing. And
yeah, we're very British.
We are.
Fish and chips on Fridays was a big thing.
You're more British than I am, Glenn.
Yeah. I'm half British, half Irish, half British.
We have pork roast most Sundays. I don't think you'll like Ammon Duel too. I've heard a bit of their music, and I actually did like what I heard.
They're like a band?
Yeah, they're like a prog rock band from the 70s, progressive rock. Yeah.
Oh.
Very Irish and Scottish too. Jim Smith just bought Flowers in the Dirt. It's not one of my favorites.
You know what? It is one of my favorites. It would be a top 10 McCartney album for me.
Is it your favorite? One of your favorites, Adam?
It's not my top 10, but no. I still think it's pretty great, though.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Really good songs on there.
What's your favorite Paul McCartney album?
Mine's Ram, and then Flaming Pie.
Yeah, good choices. Krautrock.
Is Can considered krautrock just because they're from Germany? Or...
Yeah. It's the album review channel, Evening from the UK.
Evening.
So you're 5 hours. So it's 8 o'clock there, right, Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just talking about mushy peas. The topic of the day.
I don't really like it. LOL. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I mean, it is good, Flowers in the Dirt, but I just prefer other albums more. Honestly,
it's got My Great Face on it. Put It There. There's some really good songs on that album.
Honestly, sometimes I kind of feel jealous with your CD collections. I wish I just had the entirety of the Beatles catalog on CD or vinyl. Especially Rubber Soul and Revolver would be one of my first. Yeah, but the one thing, everybody can stream, right? It's not like they're missing out on music. They can go to Spotify and listen to it at least.
And another thing about Beatles CDs are pretty readily available in the used bins. You can fill your collection up pretty cheaply.
Yeah, My Brave Face is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, My Brave Face, great song. He wrote that's Elvis. That's one of the ones he wrote with Elvis Costello.
Yeah. Dan, hello panel. I didn't know we were a panel.
Yeah.
Well, we are now.
Larry, any chance you'll bring back worst album cover vids? Yeah, at some point I will, but I'd have to gather up some more bad album covers. You need mushy peas, but way out the day after.
Oh, it sounds like they might revisit you.
Now, the album review channel, he just did a review of Can song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's into Can.
Did he like it?
Yeah. It's different. Favorite song ever, me, is In My Life.
Yep.
Wow.
That's up there for me.
Great song.
A Day in the Life for me.
Is he talking Beatles song or is he talking just any song?
Favorite song ever.
Ripple by the Grateful Dead.
Yeah, Venus and Mars is great.
Oh, no. You know what? I play Venus and Mars more than I play any other McCartney album. It's amazing. It's
It is.
so close to number one for me. It's like Ram, but then Venus and Mars. Like I'd say they were even.
Yeah, they're all good.
And McCartney 2 is not as good as 1 and 3, though.
Oh, I love McCartney too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's great.
Dan, I just bought the 2017 Sgt. Pepper double LP for $50.
Wow, good deal.
AC/DC.
Played at the Power Trip Festival last night. Show was fantastic. Someone streamed the entire thing on Facebook. Had to wait till 12:45 a.m. for it to start. Wow. That's a late start, eh? 2-hour show. Played songs they haven't done live, and plus 2 off album there were Demon Person. If You Want Blood. Oh, yeah, this is on Stiff Upper Lip. Riff Raff.
AC/DC.
Wow, I'd be asleep. I couldn't stay awake for that. Yeah, Ripple's the most beautiful song. Lyrically, it's just absolutely incredible. So,
important question. What is your favorite Steppenwolf album, Larry? I think At Your Birthday Party and For Ladies Only. Kind of both are underrated.
notice he only asked you, Larry.
Yep. What's your favorite Steppenwolf album?
Oh, thanks for asking. I would say it's either 1 or 2, Magic Carpet Ride or the first debut album.
Yep. That's excellent. From Demons and Wizards.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah.
And Supper's Ready. Glenn just saw Steve Hackett.
I just saw Steve Hackett on Thursday night, and he did Supper's Ready in its entirety. It was incredible.
Nice.
Hey, babe.
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. We'll get there.
No,
Do you have any Taylor Swift, Adam?
no, I don't have any of her stuff. It's my sister who's really into her.
Yeah. Even with me when McCartney 2 came out, I wasn't a big fan of it. It's just
I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it right away. Yeah.
My favorite underrated White Album song for me would be Your Blues.
That's underrated?
Well,
Wow.
I mean, compared to like While My Guitar Gently Weeps and
I'll go with
How about
I Will.
I Will? Yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah.
I'll take Savoy Truffle.
And it also, I know some people don't like it, but Why Don't We Do It in the Road? I love his vocals on that.
Because you'll get hit by a car, Larry. That's why.
Yeah.
Like
long. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that song.
I even say Good Night as well.
I hate
Not in
that
front of
song.
Glenn. Don't say that.
My
in front
least
of Glenn.
favorite Beatles song. I hate it even more than Revolution Number 9.
I don't think it's that bad. No.
Bungalow Bill. Don't Pass Me By. That's a great song.
Don't make me
Yeah, I like that
Don't
one.
make me blue, 'cause you know, darling.
Adam, I see a certain album behind you, right next to the Led Zeppelin vinyl record. It looks like it's a Sparks album, Adam. How did you get into Sparks?
Which album?
Sparks, Kimono My House.
Oh, come on, Mike. I think you want about the Velvet Underground record.
No. Oh, I see. Yeah, you got that there too. That's a great album also. Do you
Yeah,
love
I love
that one?
Sparks now. I saw the whole documentary on them.
Yeah.
Adam, you're turning into Larry Graves. You're going to be the British stud muffin.
Yeah, the English muffin. Yeah.
The English muffin.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm changing my channel name now.
The English
I love
muffin.
the English muffin.
Forever you will be known as the English muffin from now on. That's awesome.
Or the Jays Law or the
Yeah,
Outer.
let's not even talk about it. Yeah, they can't score.
I don't think Helter Skelter is underrated. That's one
The
of the
Jays play baseball like I lived my teenage life. I couldn't score.
Oh, what does Adam think of The Tipping Point by Tears for Fears?
I've not heard that album yet.
It's really good, Adam. I think
Adam,
you'd like
you
it.
like that. You should try it.
Yeah, no. I'll add it to my list.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
Are you liking it, Larry?
Yeah. It like just because I bought that can, that doesn't mean it's going to be number one. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. Yeah. Mother Nature's Son. Good night. Good night, Victor. See you later. Oh, you mean the song. I thought he was saying goodbye. What's Glenn drinking?
Guinness.
Yeah.
No, it's Pepsi Zero sugar.
Larry's starting up his own. How's the Expos doing?
How's the Expos doing? Well, they left town in what year?
Did they? Yeah. English.
Larry's caught up in the sports. Yeah, the Montreal Expos.
Are they done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this Stephen Wilson book I got, Glenn. It's really good.
I want to borrow that, Larry.
And sometime you will. But I've read about 1/3 of it, and I was kind of surprised, but very happy. He talks about sparks, Glenn, for a line or two. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was cool. Just heard Nebraska. Yeah. It is cool.
Oh, yeah. Great album.
Yeah.
LOL. Lady Madonna's underrated. Bob went to Expo 67.
I did too, Bob.
Are the Milwaukee Braves World Series favorites?
Well, no, they got knocked off. They got beat in the first round, Dan. They're the wild card games.
Looking to read a good Beatles book talking about their band history. Any suggestions?
If you want a really in-depth one, then you have to read Mark Lewison's book called Tune In. But that only takes you up to 1962 when they go to England to record their first album. Volume 2 hasn't come out yet. It's really in-depth. That's a great book, but there's others. But if you want the most in-depth one, that's it.
1867. Yep, Bob was there. Lady Madonna.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Adam, are you a prog rock fan?
I've got a few progressive rock albums.
Yeah.
I've got in the Court of the Crimson King.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Aqualung as well.
Two of my top 4 albums of all time right there.
I've also been listening to Hank and Arrays as well.
That's really good.
That's excellent, yeah.
You just named my top 3 of my top 5 albums of all time.
I think I know your top 5, Glenn. I think I've heard all your top 5 albums.
Blonde on Blonde, and you got all 5 right there.
I've got all of them on vinyl.
Wow.
Well, except for Hank and Arrays. I'll have to get that on
vinyl. Isn't that a fantastic album?
They all are, all those albums.
Do you have any Yes albums?
No.
You're supposed to say yes.
That's a funny answer. Do you have any Yes albums? No.
No.
Yes? No.
I threw up on the bus going there. Wow.
I didn't need to know that.
You threw up in the wow.
No,
you cleaned it up.
Adam, top 3 bands of all time.
Right. Well, the Beatles obviously number 1. I'll go the Traveller Wilburys. I'll have to come back to you on my number 3.
You're thinking of Sparks, aren't you, Adam?
They're up there.
Yeah,
definitely.
I've seen all good people. Do you know any Yes songs, Adam? You know, like
I know a few.
Yeah, okay.
And I know their cover version of Every Little Thing by the Beatles.
Yeah. I used to try and do a British accent, and it was so bad.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be good at that either. I'm going to pass on that.
Hello there. My name's John Lennon.
That was very cool.
Larry Lennon.
Would you ever like to jam with Sam? Well, I've jammed with Sam quite a few times. We've played music together. I'm not sure. Rob always puts himself down as a guitar player. I've never heard him play. I think he's better than he lets on. But yes, I would love to do that.
I've just thought of my third favorite band, Simon and Garfunkel.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
He's only heard 2 Yes songs in his life. That's sad.
Yeah, but it's Tales for Topic. It's the Revealing Science of
Yeah,
God.
it's 2 hours of music.
And yeah.
My dad's actually met one of the Yes members. He was on a plane flight with Rick Wakeman.
Oh yeah, cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the band Crown Lands? I've never heard them.
I haven't either. I've heard of them and don't know. I'm gonna have to listen to them.
Adam, have you gone to Beatle Week?
What's Beatle Week?
Do they have a Beatle Week in Liverpool? Like where they have a
Every week's Beatles Week in Liverpool.
Yeah, that's true.
Adam, who are the sketches behind you and to your left?
They're my favorite video game characters.
Oh.
They're from Red Dead Redemption 2 and Uncharted.
What kind of video games do you play? Like the action ones or
I like kart races as well.
car races?
Yeah, like Mario Kart.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I like action games as well.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. What kind of system do you have?
I've got PlayStation 5.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just my video for tomorrow on my channel is a playlist of 1 hour playlist of all the Beatles hard rock and songs. And I was listening back to it, and Ringo's drums, he's just, when you really listen, like there's times you're listening to a Beatles song and you kind of focus on one of the instruments, and Ringo's drums, he's just so good,
I will not disagree with you. I think Ringo's a great drummer.
Wow, like the Simon and Garfunkel pick.
Yeah, that was a great pick.
No, Ringo drummed on Ringo drummed on Lady Madonna, I believe.
Yeah.
On the buses.
Oh, On the Buses was one of the funniest shows ever. Loved that show.
Very proggy. Lady on the Lake live is very impressive.
What's that, Lady on the Lake? Do you know what that is, Larry?
Is that Star Castle? I don't know. Are you into Dungeons and Dragons, Adam?
I tried to get into it, but it wasn't for me. No.
PlayStation 5 is great. Do you play any Call of Duties?
I played one of the Black Ops games, but I'm not very good at them though.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at them.
Paul drummed on My Dark Hour. Yes, he did. Us Beatles experts already knew that, right, Glenn?
No, I didn't have a clue.
No?
No.
Steve Miller is one of your favorite artists, right?
Oh,
Glenn?
yeah, I love Steve Miller. Sorry, just clearing my throat there.
Oh, Crown Lands song, Lady on the Lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to play Mario games back in the day.
Yeah, the first Nintendo game.
Yeah, I think
the
everybody
first Sega
did.
game. They were the two. There was Sonic the Hedgehog and the first Mario game. Yeah.
There.
Yeah, we're caught up.
Yeah. So what is next on your channel, Glenn?
Well, I told you I was thinking about. I'm going to do a video on road trip albums.
Mm-hmm.
I've already got my list. My top 10 albums that I need to take on a road trip.
Is there a Beatles album there?
Yes, there's one.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I know what it is.
No, you don't.
Oh, okay. I'll have to find out and watch the video.
Did you say albums or songs?
Albums.
Albums. Okay.
Yeah. And I might do a John Lennon video tomorrow. I wasn't even thinking it was his birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
I maybe
and,
do that.
And Sean Lennon's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam, what's coming up on your channel?
Well, next week I'm doing a concert review of when I saw the Animals.
The Animals?
I'm also doing a contest entry as well for someone.
You just saw the Animals?
Yeah, I saw them last year.
Wow.
It only had the original drummer, though.
Oh, so is Eric Burden not in the band?
No, it wasn't Eric Burden.
Oh, man.
But
and how were they? Did they sound like the Animals?
It sounded a bit like the Animals.
Yeah.
And I met the drummer afterwards. He signed some drum zips for me.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be showing them in the video. Yeah, it was a great night.
Yeah. Mario was the best. I'm mad at Larry. He once got me wondering if Ringo really had only one foot.
I remember that now.
Why would you be mad at Larry for telling the truth?
Thoughts on Steely Dan? I'm not a fan.
Never had that question before.
I don't know a couple of their songs.
No, they're good. I just
oh, that's hard, man. I do like a lot of Steely Dan songs. I can't think of which one would be my favorite. I don't believe Frank Zappa played on All You Need.
No, that was in one of my videos about Beatles facts.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to see Bob
Oh,
Dylan.
man, I'm so jealous.
Today.
Enjoy.
So, Larry, when I'm dying to go see Dylan when he's at Massey Hall, but the tickets are ridiculously expensive. So when we were at the Steve Hackett show the other night at Massey Hall, there was a guy sitting behind me, and we started talking, and I was mentioning how expensive those tickets are and like to go and all that. And he went on, he said, well, even the Steve Hackett tickets, and he went on and he was looking, he said they were a couple $100. And then he went on his thing, he said at showtime, so it was just around 8:00. He goes on, and all of a sudden, he says, look at that. He says, those $200 tickets, you can now sit right in the front for $85. Ooh. So what happens is all these third-party sellers, they try and get, a ridiculous amount of money for the ticket, and then no one buys them. And then right at showtime, you might be able to get one back for the right price. So my nephew Jack and I are going to go down the night of the Dylan concert. We're going to drive downtown to Massey Hall. We're going to stand in front, and at 8:00, we're going to push the button on Ticketmaster and see if we can get a ticket cheap enough that we can go. If not, we'll just turn around and come home. But we're going to give it a try.
Fingers crossed.
It was my birthday. Happy birthday, Victor.
Happy birthday, buddy.
That's cool.
My son's going to get a tattoo of me, my wife, and him with Mario Kart characters racing. Pretty cool.
Sounds interesting.
I might get a Bob Sampson tattoo.
Yeah, Ringo's great on any Beatles song. Yep. Rain, The End.
Yeah, Rain may be my... And I like his drumming in A Day in the Life. It's just so melodic with all these little fills all the way through it. It's really cool.
It nearly convinced me.
World of Worship.
Next year, Larry's going to tell us there's no Santa Claus.
Adam, do you play World of Warships?
I play Battleships.
Are you reeling in the... That's a great song.
Yeah.
Yep. Long. My Hackett tickets were really cheap.
Where did you see him, Rare Record Collector?
Dying to see Bob, but I'm with you about tickets being expensive, and he's not coming to NC this year anyway.
But it's really funny. In some markets, it's not expensive at all to go see him. In other markets, it's $1,000 a freaking ticket. It's nuts.
He used to play in Kingston, not playing in Kingston anymore.
He's not doing it. He's just doing Massey Hall this time.
Yeah.
I saw him in Oshawa, which last time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good song.
Mm.
Brady Dale. That's my middle name. Not Brady, but Dale.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Larry, what is your opinion on the Rock Hall of Fame?
Named after Dale Evans?
I don't know. It's just gone downhill. It was a great idea, but they just ruined it through the years.
Mm-hmm.
Rock Hall of Shame. Yeah.
I never really paid attention to it.
Yeah, it's not really... Well, it's an interesting place to visit, though, if you're ever in Cleveland.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool stuff.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put on some John tomorrow for sure.
Larry, what is your favorite Yes album? I will say Tales from Topographic Oceans, but their later albums like Magnification are right up there too.
So you did a video yesterday or the day before where you picked the greatest classic rock albums in your collection, but you picked Relayer over any other Yes album.
Yeah, because it's the best, which is different than my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because, Tales does have some padding in it.
So if you were ranking Yes albums, what you consider their best albums, their best work, you would say Relayer is number one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've got a video suggestion for you, though. Favorite album sides from classic rock artists.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I was actually thinking of that before. And then it would... And maybe just like one art, like if it's the Beatles, you can only have one side of an album, right? Yeah, that's a good idea, Adam.
I really struggle on that, though.
That'd be tough.
The 10 best album sides with 10 different artists.
That would be good.
Yeah. That's a great idea I thought of, Adam.
But number one would be...
I would say side 2 of Abbey Road.
Yeah. That's what I was waiting for that answer to come out right away. That would be the greatest side 2 of all time.
Yeah.
No, Adam?
It'd be my top 5.
Really? So it wouldn't be number 1. Wow.
No.
Well, you got to tell us what your number 1 would be.
Oof. I've got my top 10 on my phone, and my number 1 is the first side of Rumors.
Really? Okay.
That's pretty good.
Works.
Jim has seen Metallica in November. They're always good in concert. Yeah, that's cool. Adam, do you play an instrument?
Not anymore. I used to play a keyboard.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Glenn doesn't want to hear it.
I'm ignoring it.
I'll be listening to that new album when it releases.
And then you can tell Glenn what it's like because he doesn't want to hear it.
I don't know what's wrong. They kind of sold out.
How did you get into Sparks?
By Canadian Studmuffin. Yeah.
The English Studmuffin is following the Canadian Studmuffin.
Yeah, I sure am.
I like it when my viewers listen to me.
Or the English Muffin, not the English Studmuffin.
I probably, I don't know the amount, but maybe at least 50 people have become fans of Sparks just because of me. Maybe 100.
What 101 now?
Yeah. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, with no Guess Who. The Guess Who is right here. I haven't listened to this yet, but I'm going to. The Guess
No
Who
Grand
live.
Funk. Don't Guess Who. No
Yeah.
Jethro Tull.
King
I'm still,
Crimson's not in
yeah,
there.
still waiting for all of them.
Listen to the Stone China Light.
Yeah, great song. XL on Main Street.
Yeah, the Rock Hall of Fame is neat to see.
Oh, that's funny. Decided to pass after not wanting to live in Cleveland.
Favorite MC Hammer album because Can't Touch This Larry. I don't have a favorite MC Hammer.
No, I don't think. Yeah.
Well, it depends on who the snubs are. But
It's not really you know what doesn't offend me? The people that they're snubbing. It's the people that they put in the hall
they let in, yeah.
that are more offensive.
Yep, Queen 2. Roxy Music debut side 1. Yeah, that's great. 10cc original soundtrack side 1. Side 1 or side 2 of Sgt. Pepper. I would say
Side 1.
side 2.
Side 2.
Yeah.
I think I might go with side 1.
Rubber Soul side 2.
Oof.
I just saw Peter Gabriel last
man.
Tuesday. Cool.
I would have loved to have seen that show. Another one that was just too expensive.
I don't know. I don't know any MC Hammer albums or songs. Glenn is the MC Hammer fan.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah.
I got into Sparks by Larry too. Thank you.
Awesome.
We need to have a stud muffin stationed in every part of the world.
Well,
The Italian stud muffin.
Yeah, you've got Canada and the UK sorted already.
Adam's baby stud muffin.
No, he's the English muffin.
Not the English muffin.
No Monkees. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
No Monkees in the Rock Hall.
Three Dog Night. Larry loves Sparks more than he loves me. Honey, no.
Yeah,
That's not true.
What's even worse, Molly, is Larry loves Sparks more than he loves me.
Rubber Soul US, starting with I've Just Seen a Face.
Yeah, it's still the UK's the kind of, but yeah, I love that Rubber Soul North American album.
Oh, it was a joke. I didn't realize that. Well, you never know.
We thought you were an MC Hammer fan.
Yeah, you could be an MC Hammer fan. He does have fans.
What does the MC stand for?
Master of Ceremony. Like it's like, wasn't that the way they did it? Like MC, like they were. Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah.
Waited 23 years to see Peter Gabriel. Yeah, tickets were pricey, but yeah, I can understand that, man. Once it's worth it.
Back Bacon Beer.
Cool name.
If that's not a Canadian guy, I don't know who is. Back Bacon and Beer.
Well, the Monkees were more of a fictional rock band. Sure, they released actual songs. It doesn't matter. They made a lot of great music.
Yeah, but how many great songs? And they sold a ton of records and had some very classic hits. That's all.
And they were talented.
The Byrds didn't play on their own records. They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Beach Boys, most of their songs were full of session musicians. They're in the Hall of Fame. What's the difference?
Larry, favorite Hawkwind album? Warrior on the Edge of Time. Glenn likes that one too.
Do I?
Yeah. Molly, you are Larry's spark. Yes, she is.
No, that was just a bit of gas. Maximum Inspiration is paramount. They became real as well.
Question for Adam. What is your favorite Beatles album?
I'll give you my top 3. My number 3 is Rubber Soul. My second favorite's Revolver, but my favorite's Abbey Road. It's my favorite album of all time.
Jim has to go. He's going to put on some MC Hammer.
Hi, Jim.
Bye, Jim.
See you, Jim.
My girlfriend's been obsessed with Randy Scouse Get Lately Austin song. That's my favorite Monkees song.
Oh, that's a great song.
It's very rocking. It's great.
The Monkees have never lip synced or used backing tracks live, unlike nearly everyone today. Yeah. Very true, James. The Monkees could play, they just weren't allowed. Yeah. I like Randy Scouse.
Yeah, that's a great song.
It's Pleasant Valley Picker,
It's
CA.
Art. How you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Remember to like this live chat. It helps with whatever. Even though Glen Kellaway's on it, please like it anyway. Thank you. Papa Jean's Blues is a jam too.
Yeah, one of my favorite Monkey songs. Very close to being the top. And that was an original song on the first album, Mike Nesmith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you haven't tried to get the new Steven Wilson album yet, Larry?
No, I'm not. Because you go to order on Amazon, it's going to take a few weeks. I'll just wait until I see it in the store someday.
It's really weird what's going on with distribution these days.
Yeah.
I'm not finding it just with that. Like, I'm a big fan of that artist Lydia Lovelace.
Yep.
I couldn't get the freaking album on the CD on Amazon. I ended up but I did find it at Sonic Boom in Toronto when I was in Toronto the other day, and I bought it. And the new Lowest of the Low album, a Canadian band, they put out a new album that came out on Friday. You can't order it. It's weird.
And then they say our album isn't selling. Oh.
Yeah. What's been your favorite album of the year so far?
The two that I just got last week. One, Lydia Lovelace, Nothing's Gonna Change the Way I Feel, I think it's called. And the new Steven Wilson album. Both are fantastic. My
favorite is Sparks. The Girl Is Crying in Her Latte.
That's great. It's great, that one.
Let's see here.
My favorite's by Ian Hunter.
Yeah.
It's called Defiance Part 1.
Yeah, that would be. I haven't got that album yet.
It's pretty good.
Yep, they did write and play on their albums. That's right.
Wow, we got a lot of Monkees fans sticking up for the Monkees today.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I take back what I said. The guy who said the Monkees didn't play another. He's going, oh, okay, leave me alone.
No, there's always going to be people bashing the Monkees because they did. They started out as it was just a TV show. I can see that, but it doesn't matter. They were all very talented people.
Papa Jean's Blue is probably one of my least favorite Monkee songs. Wow, I love it.
Yeah, it's in my top 10.
Been doing a watch party with a great lady friend from Texas.
Cool. She's cool.
Larry, I love Glenn. Well.
Larry, I love Art.
Best album of all time is Monkees' Pool It. Yes, it is.
I don't. I'm not going to bash I don't listen to that album. I don't know what it is about it. It just kind of.
I think he's joking.
It's the cover.
Yeah. Oh, he put LOL.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Shane.
Yeah. Michael Nesmith helped create like MTV, the idea.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Do you have any Monkees albums, Adam?
I've got quite a few.
Yeah.
They've got the first 5 albums on CD.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I might be going in a few minutes, guys.
Okay. Thank you for dropping in.
I'm going to listen to some more music.
All right.
Awesome.
I appreciate being on your channel again.
You're welcome.
It's great. We're waiting for the name change.
Subscribe to Adam.
The English muffin.
No, it's what the gin.
No, it's got to. You're going to be the English muffin from now on.
If you say so.
Okay.
But, yeah. Take care, guys.
Take care, Adam.
Adam.
Thanks. You're the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mike Nesmith killed the radio star.
Yeah, he helped do that.
Ringo drum work on Ticket to Ride is so great. Yes. That song is included in my video tomorrow. Yeah. I've just seen a face.
And I've just seen a face is a bluegrass song for all of you people who slam bluegrass music and don't like it.
The Monkees are a great sounding band. I love them.
Yep.
Yeah, they put on a good show when.
Well, the Monkey Show was it's like slapstick comedy almost, like the TV show. It's real stupid humor. It's just, but it's charming, you know, and the songs are great. So.
Yep. That's the Beatles for you. After hearing the 7-minute version of the Stones' Sweet Sounds of Heaven, I may buy the album.
Ooh, interesting. I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to listen to the album and maybe buy it too, but I'm just kind of.
Guts by Olivia Rodrigo.
This woman gets a lot of love, man.
I think I did a reaction to her on Patreon, the very first song, and I liked it. Yeah,
I got to listen because she really gets a lot of attention.
Video idea. Look back at all of your videos and do a top 10 of your favorite videos you did. I'd have to look back at like 2,000 videos.
Yeah. I can't edit, so I couldn't put them on because I don't think I could do it.
Those Monkees Rhino box sets are filled with great tracks. Not on the yeah. Even I've just got that little mini box set of the first 5, and it's got all these like another full album of bonus tracks.
That's one of the best of those. That series, that original album series, or what do they call that? That's one of the best ones. Is the Monkees one.
We are all old musicians, and only 3 of us was hardcore Sparks fans. The others had never heard them. Now we get together twice a week and have a great time. That is cool.
So are they saying now they're Sparks fans?
Yeah, you're saying there's more Sparks fans? Take care, Adam.
Yes, Adam.
Hey, Larry. After a few more listens, I'd love to see a review video for Meet the Residents and Third Reich and Roll. Those are super experimental, but I think you'd love Fingerprints and Commercial Album. Yeah, I haven't had time to listen. I've only listened to both of those albums once. I think I'm scared to listen to them anymore. But I will at some point. And I'm really curious what Glenn's going to think of Duck Stab. Paul is the one that gave me the Duck Stab album that you have. Gigs are coming up in a few months. We are in Norway. Lots of people to Sparksify.
Cool. Oh, wow. Very cool.
Yeah, Mick sounds great on that Sweet Sounds of Heaven.
He's not auto-tuned. I can't
He's not auto-tuned.
Sounded freaking great. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just his sounds like him.
Is that the song to do with Gaga?
Yeah. Ringo is a great drummer. I've heard that before.
Yes, he is.
Mike Nesmith did a movie, Tapeheads.
Yeah.
I loved the Monkees show as a kid.
Yeah, me too.
I was actually very impressed with Guts. Olivia is helping keep rock in the mainstream.
I got to give it a listen.
I think Ringo might be the greatest drummer. Well,
it just depends, you know. Like Ringo played.
He's not the best, but I don't.
The problem
he's
is
my favorite.
Ringo to like, if you name like the big 3 in classic rock would be Ginger Baker, John Bonham, and Keith Moon. They would kind of be the first three that were really huge.
And Neil Peart, yeah.
Neil Peart a little later, but they played differently, and they played in different types of bands. Like none of them would have suited the Beatles at all.
But the main thing is all of these drummers and other musicians, they all speak very highly of Ringo.
Yeah.
Right?
But Ringo never, I don't know if Ringo ever would have wanted to, but Ringo never would have had the opportunity to be flashy like those other guys, because the Beatles didn't play that kind of music.
Yeah. My favorites are Steve Howe of Yes and Frank Zappa.
My favorite guitar player is Ry Cooder.
Did you see I also got this too, Glenn?
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
It's a great record.
Such a lot of great guitar work on it.
Oh, I think that's Robin Trower's best work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets overlooked as he's not flashy.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole point of being a drummer, is keeping the beat.
The whole any musician, the playing what makes the song better, like backing up the song, and Ringo's perfect for that. He knows exactly what it takes.
Hello, Larry, my friend. Super cool. When I heard Duck Stab, I could totally hear the influence of
Primus. Wow, interesting.
I'm pretty sure they covered 2 of the songs.
Oh.
So, Shane, you know Glenn a little bit. Do you think he's going to like the Residents' Duck Stab? He hasn't listened to it yet. Yeah. What impressed me about Sweet Sounds of Heaven was that Jagger sounded like his 70s years, and Gaga was only in the background vocals. Yeah. Monkees were my first band I loved.
Wow, that's yeah. Name a random album that is 100% perfect from start to finish. What do you mean by random?
I got one right here. The Undertones, Hypnotize. I played this the other night. I love this band. I hope you give it a good. I know you've got the third album. They were so good.
Yeah, I'm really liking the one you gave me. I mean, what's considered random? Like Hand Cannot Erase to me is a perfect album. No Other is a perfect album by Gene Clark.
Yeah.
There's lots of them. Well, not a ton of them, but there's a few. He's from Norwegia, this guy.
Norwegian, yeah.
My favorite is Moving Pictures, but I love 2112 and Hemispheres is great. Oh, that's
cool.
A
cardboard guitar.
Did you keep it in tune, Art? It must have been hard to tune.
Yeah. Dinosaur Jr., they rock.
I've never heard them.
I've heard. I think I did a Patreon request.
I guess I need to join your Patreon channel. So
yes, you do, Glenn.
So I can hear all this great music.
Join my Patreon for as little as $2 per month or $4 a month, and you can do a weekly song request. That's right.
That's my favorite Ry Cooder album too.
Yeah, he kind of gave up his drumming after the Beatles, didn't he?
Yeah.
He doesn't even sometimes drum on his own albums.
It is really interesting that none of the Beatles just went. I guess they were just too big to ever just be in a band. It would always overshadow, right? It would, like if Paul McCartney just would have played bass with some band, it always would have been Paul McCartney overshadowing the other 3 members or 4 members or whatever. would have been hard for them to do that.
Yeah.
I agree, Bob. That's a perfect way of putting it.
My fellow Viking, I love the band Rain. Davy Jones was part of the London cast of Oliver. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and they appeared on that. Yeah, the first
Yeah.
Ed Sullivan show that the Beatles were on, right?
Yeah. I've got the DVD of that.
Yeah.
Are you a Sparks fan? Everybody's a Sparks fan.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Ansley Dunbar, he's awesome.
He is. Great pick. Did some great work with Frank Zappa. The gentleman from Norway, is he a Frank Zappa fan? Because I think Zappa was pretty big in that part of the world.
He's leaning towards you liking it, Glenn. It might be another Can situation, LOL.
Yeah, love-hate thing.
Yeah. Oxy Music for your pleasure. Yeah, Primus loved The Residents and covered 3 songs from that Duck Stab album.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Favorite Mothers of Invention album.
Okay, so the albums can't just be named Frank Zappa. It's a mother.
So the early ones.
Mothers?
We're only in it for the money.
I'm going absolutely free if I have to go with the early original Mothers.
Let's hear it for Norway. The Rival Sons album, Dark Fighter.
I have not heard that.
You have great taste in music, guys. Thank you. This year's model. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great record.
Love Larry's Patreon. Thank you, Shane B. I'll keep your post up for the next hour until I get somebody else to subscribe.
Please, everyone, join Larry's Patreon.
The link is somewhere below.
It's only $2 and you get all you need of the stud muffin. You can have it all.
Way to sell it, Glenn.
He does.
Hemispheres is my favorite from Rush.
Larry reviews all the whole Klaatu catalog on his Patreon channel naked. It's
naked, totally naked.
For $4.
Favorite Doors album. It could be any of them, but I'll go with LA Woman.
Boy, LA Woman's great. It's between that, the debut, and the second album. I love all 3 of those, but I go with the second one because I love when the music's over so much.
Yeah. Question for Larry: what do you do on your Patreon channel?
I want an answer to that too, Michael.
What a good way to promote myself. I listen to song requests from my Patreons and also album requests. It depends what tier you join. But for the $2 tier, you can just watch all of the videos. I think there's over 300 song and album reactions there now. And on the $4 level, you can do a weekly song request, and I review it. And you can actually listen to the music on Patreon. That's why I enjoy doing it there. So join today. And if you're on my membership on YouTube, I don't mind if you quit that membership to join my Patreon. You get more out of it that way anyway.
Okay, well, I'm out of here then.
Waiting for the Sun, yeah. Waiting for the Sun. Imperial Bedroom might be my favorite.
I still like the first 3.
I like An American Prayer. I know Glenn doesn't.
Yeah, that's a favorite Doors album. Yeah, it's kind of true. Like, I think they would overshadow a band.
Zappa, yes. What is one bad album from an artist that you love?
Well, a band that I don't really listen to them too much anymore, but a band that I was a huge fan of was the Eagles, and that Out of Eden album or whatever they put out was just awful.
Yeah.
That would be my pick.
I would say maybe yes. Union. It's not a very good album. Music Talk with John.
We love to
Or what?
surprise you, John.
He's just jealous we're together.
Yeah, I know. He is.
Yeah. Abe Laboriel Jr. Freak Out is my favorite Mothers.
Great record, man.
Yep. Blondie's very good.
I did not like Blondie in the 70s. Just didn't get it. I thought they were really bad. And now I've got much more appreciation for what they were doing.
Preston Plays pretty good.
That'd be a good pick.
Didn't sound auto-tuned at all. Forgot to add that. LOL.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. Like I hope it's a great album. I really do. We'll see. Wow.
No,
Well, I'm sorry, but you're wrong, and reviews. It's a great record.
and that's his review.
And let's get one thing straight. Frank Zappa did not do drugs.
No.
Actually hated the idea of anyone on drugs. Forbid it in his band, and usually if he knew someone was doing drugs, they wouldn't be there long. So,
Favorite food for me is probably anything Molly makes or pizza.
oh, it's got to be pizza or chicken wings or something real gross that's just bad for you. I love it all. Yeah, there was a
good friend of mine is a huge Zappa fan. Yeah.
Well, then he'd be a good friend of mine too.
Glenn, write it down. Rival Sons Dark Fighter.
Okay,
and
look at
Crown
this.
Lands Fearless albums, both from 2023.
Excuse me, Larry.
Okay.
Rival Sons. What's it called?
Dark Fighter.
Dark Fighter. Crown Lands Fearless. It's written down. I always do what I'm told.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of good music on that. I do like it. Yeah. That's from their second album. It is a good song.
Wow. I can hardly wait to not watch that video, John.
Rush fans love
Crown Lands. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. That's exactly what it is. My hair looks great in the back. I love that.
the Indian of the group, and so many funny lines.
It was, but the problem with Boston, every album they made after that sounds exactly like the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, George certainly didn't overshadow the Wilburys. That was quite a band.
Yep. Get Happy's really good.
Corey Feldman.
I know. I've heard some of that.
Oh, that's got to be horrid.
Oh, it is. And it's really long too. It's like 70 minutes.
Does it turn you off when movie stars like want to be rock stars and they make?
They've
records?
Always done that, right?
I know, but isn't it? It's bad, isn't it? Most of the time. Who is there any good ones?
No, once in a blue moon, there might be a good one.
Who?
I don't know who, but once in a blue moon, somebody might surprise you with a.
They're always awful.
Third Stage.
Yeah, I just think they all sound like the first record to me. Like if you got the first Boston album, you don't know. I'm jealous. It's true.
Yeah, Joe's Garage.
See, not one of my favorites. Joe's Garage.
Armed Forces is my favorite.
My favorite. That's my favorite. Elvis Costello album too.
The two albums by the Noel Redding Band were both pretty awful.
Yeah, I think they only sold 2 copies, one to his mom and one to his dad. Press Play's a bad album, but I love it.
I don't want to quit my $2 membership of high quality entertainment, so I'll look into budgeting to get into your Patreon channel. Have I got suggestions for you to review? Cool. Thank you.
That's what I'm thinking too, Art. I've got my fingers crossed, but I'm staying away from it until it comes out and I get a chance to kind of, I don't know. I want to hear it before I buy it.
How is your Paul Weller discovery going? It's going well. I've got all of his albums. I think he's great. Yep, I've got it. It's bad, but it's it's entertaining. Yeah, on the beach. The next Stones album will be in 2043.
They'll still be around.
Have you guys listened to, I can't even pronounce that.
No, have not. But I've heard people talk about this dude before. He's supposed to be pretty good.
Oh, Elvis Presley. You know, all Little Richard.
Yeah, I'd be going to more of the Chuck Berry and Little Richard. Elvis was a badass in the 50s, I guess.
A review of Chaser.
That's that Tyrell Rip Dolls album, whatever. Yeah.
Good God, I see God. Where?
That's me and Larry.
Okay.
The Return.
When is the Larry and Glenn album coming out?
Well, we're still writing the songs.
Charlotte
Film
Gainsbourg.
Star. I never heard that.
Susie Cream Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Willis made an album. I think
he
he
made
made
an album. Yeah, see, he made a bad one.
Bigger Bang.
I've never heard that album. Have you, Larry?
No. I'm the Canadian Studmuffin. This is my theme song. Thank you, Maximus.
Thanks, Maximus.
The Quarrymen were my favorite 50s band. So, how many times now have you listened to the new Steven Wilson?
Probably 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting better with every listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, loving it. The songs that I thought were a little weaker are coming up in my ranking, and the songs that I loved, I'm loving more. I think it's a really good record. Oh, cool. Yeah, I got to check that guy.
Stop touring or singing.
Nobody.
Motley Crue.
I think if you're a musician, that's what you do is you play music and play it until you drop dead. And if people want to watch you, that's good. And if no one wants to watch, they don't have to go. And they don't have to buy the records. But keep rocking. That's what I say. Bigger Bang was a heavy album for 60-year-olds.
Yeah, they didn't really do much.
Yeah.
Bunch
the
of
guitar's all right, John, but you'll never make a living.
Yeah. Quarrymen still tour.
Who would still be alive from the Quarrymen, I wonder?
Favorite live albums you listen to more than others? Grand Funk Live album and Genesis Live.
Oh, man. I listen to a lot of live albums. Man, I love live albums. I don't even know if I name one. I listen to tons of them.
In the early 60s, I would have been a Dion freak.
Yeah, Dion, he was great. And in the past, I don't know if, like say in the past 20 years or something, he's put out a couple of albums, like blues albums. They were actually really good.
Bands that lip sync are bad, especially when they're performing live in concert.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah. TV shows, I get it, but
Glenn.
Oh, that's great news. Wow, very cool. Yeah, I mean, I got my cork mat, and but it came with my turntable, so that's the way it is. But I'm I don't have any problem with static at all, so maybe that's a contributing factor for me too. Um, John, I thought it was kind of boring for some reason. I'm not saying it isn't. It's okay, but it's just I don't know. I was disappointed. I won't listen to it again. It's sitting on my shelf. I listened to it twice through and went, it's just not doing it for me. I hate Stevie Nicks' voice in it. She did something weird, and even when she talks, she sounds kind of weird. There's something in the end of that one song. I think it's Rhiannon, maybe, that she just goes crazy on. I didn't like it. If you're a big Fleetwood Mac fan, I can see why you'd like it. Yeah, Shane, I don't know if you were watching from the start, but Larry and I, this store that's about a half an hour from us, Zap Records, Coburg, Ontario. I just heard from the guy who owns the store that Neil Young was in visiting yesterday. So he's back in Ontario visiting.
Yeah.
I never, I mean, that album was a monster when it came out, but I've never played that album.
Mm-hmm.
I never. Yeah, I agree with that, Art. Just, I don't know. Musicians play music.
Bye, Victor. Yeah, he's awesome. Steppenwolf.
James, follow that up. Is there anything that you liked that excited you? I'd be interested in hearing.
If John Lennon was still alive, would he reunite with Paul and Ringo with the Beatles, or would he rejoin the Quarrymen? What do you think?
I don't know.
They would have reunited in some way.
I think the Beatles would have reunited if they were all alive at some point.
Star Crawlers.
I don't know that channel. Yeah, I agree. I think they would have let bygones be bygones after a while.
Neil is back in Canada.
Yeah, he maintains a home here in his hometown of Mimi, Ontario. So he's back visiting.
A pocket full of heap. Just checking out the stream. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy. And I love your name, Pocket Full of Heap.
And I love that he has Uriah Heep's Demons and Wizards for his thumbnail.
We're both Uriah Heep fans. What's your favorite Uriah Heep album, Larry?
Demons and Wizards.
Mine's Salisbury, because of that song is so amazing.
I would like to get that, but someday. Yeah. I've seen that video. Have you seen it?
Record, so, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think the boots were on display. So,
Peter Frampton's great, though.
Yeah. Before that, Frampton's Camel and that were okay. They were better than.
I think Lennon would have done a collab with Sparks. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh, Harmony Codex, the new one, Raven and Hank on the Race. Oh, I would say they're the best three.
FFS, cool.
What's FFS?
When Sparks were with Franz Ferdinand in the band FFS. That's awesome. I cannot imagine running into Neil in public.
Yeah, I have a Neil Young autograph. I ran into him at the back of Massey Hall when I went to see him in 2014, almost 10 years ago. A prized possession. Hello, Sandy. We are both fantastic. Well, kind of.
No, the Guess Who were...
No.
Not the original Guess Who.
No, there's too much bitterness there, fighting over not fighting over the name, but that one guy kind of owns the name, and he wouldn't let Bachman and Cummings use it. And Look at Yourself is a great record.
Yeah.
Man.
Where are we here?
That song, Look at Yourself, is just in July.
I wonder if a pocket full of heap has heard anything by Can. I'm pretty sure the Prog Corner has, but this is awesome. It's really weird, but it's awesome. The Beatles probably would have reunited for Live Aid. You got to go in a few minutes, right, Glenn?
Yes, I got
10
12 minutes, Larry.
Okay. I'll be done too. I saw a local Sparks cover band and they were so good. Yeah, cool.
Oh, really? A Sparks cover band? Wow. Look at that.
Wow. Now I'm getting jealous.
Larry would love a signed Sparks album. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah.
Well, yeah, John would have been sending Larry free albums.
Yeah, Can is awesome. 420, excuse me.
420.
My favorite Heap album is Demons. Yep,
Yeah,
same with me.
Great album.
No, I haven't, but we'll check it out. The Beatles would have reunited just for the money alone. Yeah.
Well, they never did, though. They were at that time. They were offered lots of money to, like, I remember one guy offer him like $3 million or something to do a show in New York.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
And at that point, $3 million was a lot of freaking money.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not that excited about it. If it happens, we'll see.
Interested in hearing Now and Then, but I could care less about the Red and Blue albums.
Larry needs to meet the Mail brothers.
Yeah, I think he does too. I imagine having them on his channel.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever tried to reach out?
Not really. I could try.
You should, you know.
Scrap Sparks backwards.
For the amount of promotion you've given that band.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they should be appreciative.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you so much.
Autograph handshake.
Michael's great.
So yeah, everybody's great.
Yeah.
So I think that's about it. If you haven't checked out my video for today, please check it out. I talk about this album.
Mago
Yeah. You should hear this, Glenn. It's awesome.
Wow.
And tomorrow, I'm going to be posting a video on the Beatles. It's a 1 hour of their best rocking tracks, and there's a Spotify playlist for it too. And what do you have coming up there again?
I'm going to do a video on road trip albums.
Yeah.
You got to put together 10 albums for a road trip when you're on your own, by yourself. I'm going to come up with 10. I might do a John Lennon video tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah.
It's his birthday, right?
Yeah.
And other than that, I'm going to Tulsa, Oklahoma on Thursday to the Bob Dylan Museum. So,
do you know if you can film in there at all, or?
That you can film in there.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm going to take. I'm going to try and film something. I'm sure I'm meeting Steve from All the World's a Stage and Randall Nelson down there, so I'm sure there'll be some filming going on. But very excited for that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah.
Bob, send me a photo of yourself so I can do a tattoo.
And then it'll say Janet Sampson, and then it's crossed out and it says Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Art's doing a turkey tomorrow, and it's Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Art, so thank you for doing that for us.
Yeah. So that's it. Remember to like the video. I'd appreciate it. And leave a comment after the video is done and whatever. And please subscribe to Adam, who was on earlier. I'll make sure there's a link for his channel, and even for Glen Kellaway from the Basement's channel.
And as soon as you leave this video, the first thing you do is what I'm going to do. Follow my lead. We're going to go to Larry's channel. We're going to give him $2 for Patreon. We're going to all subscribe.
Thank you, Glenn. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Take care, guys.
Okay.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks, Larry.
Yep. You're welcome. Bye.